All right. Today, the energy in the crypto space is absolutely electric. We are seeing a massive shift in how the world looks at XRP. And it's all thanks to some very unique comments from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. While Bitcoin and the rest of the market are feeling a bit of a chill, XRP is holding its ground at $1.43. And the smart money is starting to realize something we have known for a long time. Brad Garlinghouse here recently dropped a crypto in a minute feature that has sent shockwaves through the community. He didn't just talk about price, he talked about the very DNA of XRP. He revealed that many of the original Bitcoin Core contributors were the ones who actually helped build the XRP ledger. Think about that for a second. The people who understood Bitcoin better than anyone else were the same ones who realized that we needed something different for payments. So in this video, we are diving deep into why Garlinghouse says XRP is unique. We are going to talk about the massive demand coming from TradFi institutions like Morgan Stanley, the infrastructure summer we are currently living through, and why the Clarity Act markup happening this Thursday is the finish line Brad has been talking about. So, let's get into the details of XRP, and let's start with the first question about what makes XRP the unique choice for global banks. During his session, Brad Garlinghouse here asked a very important question. What makes XRP special compared to Bitcoin or Ethereum? His answer was simple. It's speed, cost, and scalability. While Bitcoin has become a store of value, basically digital gold, XRP was built from day one to solve the payment problem. Imagine you are a giant bank. You don't want to wait 10 to 30 minutes for a transaction to clear while the price of the asset is jumping all over the place. You need it settled now. Brad pointed out. He pointed out that XRP settles in just 3 to 5 seconds. It is nearly instant. And the cost, we are talking about fractions of a penny. So, in my own personal opinion, as a trader, I have always believed that utility is what wins in the long run. Hype can drive a coin for a few months, but real world use cases drive it for decades. When the CEO of Ripple reminds the world that the XRPL has already completed over 4 billion transactions, he is telling the big banks that the system is battle tested. It is not a beta version, it is the finished product. So, in my view, this is why the TradFi institutions are finally stopping the resistance and starting the adoption. The next question is infrastructure the real story of the 2026 crypto summer? Garlinghouse also joined a major panel with Lily Liu from Solana and Richard Teng from Binance. They discussed something that I think is the most important theme of 2026. That's infrastructure. right? Brad said that this crypto summer isn't about memes or hype anymore. It is about rails. He mentioned that TradFi is coming for crypto in a really positive way. All right? We are seeing institutions like Morgan Stanley moving into the space, not just to speculate, but to use the technology. This is about RWA, or real world asset tokenization, taking world assets like real estate, gold, or stocks and putting them on the blockchain. So, in my own personal opinion, I've been watching the market cycles for a long time, and this feels different. In previous years, the banks would say Bitcoin is a scam. Now, they are saying, how do we get our services into the XRP ledger? When I hear Brad say that we are as close to the finish line as we have ever been, it tells me that the institutional floodgates are about to burst open. The Clarity Act is the key that unlocks the door, and it is moving through the Senate Banking Committee as we speak. So the next question is, why is the XRP army the secret weapon of Ripple? One of the most emotional parts of Brad's recent comments was his praise for the community. He called us the XRP army and thanked us for the years of dedicated support. We have been through the regulatory battles, the lawsuits, and the FUD, and the endless skepticism. So, in my own personal opinion, the XRP Army is not just a fan club, it is a global network of people who actually understand the technology. While other communities are chasing the next dog coin, this community has stayed loyal to the vision of the Internet of Value. Brad knows that having a strong educated community is what makes a coin truly unique. It is the social infrastructure that supports the technical infrastructure. So, to me, being part of this army means we have done the hard work of holding through the storms, and now we are seeing the sun finally come out. So, let's talk about the numbers. Is the $1.58 the next stop for the XRP price? Even though Bitcoin recently plunged toward $79,000, XRP has been showing incredible strength. We are seeing whale wallets, those holding 10,000 XRP or more, hitting all-time records. There are now over 332,000 of these whale addresses. In my own opinion, when the big fish are accumulating while the rest of the market is fearful, that is a classic bullish signal. The data shows that whales are reaching a record high, which usually precedes a massive move. Predictions are already swirling about a move to $1.58 once we clear the 1.48 resistance level. So in my take, the price is just starting to catch up to the infrastructure story Broad is telling. We are seeing a reputational reset for the entire industry. So, what happens at the Thursday markup for the Clarity Act? This is the big one. The Senate Banking Committee has been working for months. The market structure bill is heading for a markup this Thursday. Brad Garlinghouse lauds the committee for their hard work and says this is the finish line. So, in my own personal opinion, regulatory clarity is the only thing that has been stopping the trillions from entering this space. Once the Clarity Act provides a clear framework for digital assets, the USA versus Ripple era is officially dead. We move into the USA plus Ripple era. So for me, this Thursday could be the spark that turns this 1.43 dollar price into a distant memory. Overall, Brad Garlinghouse is telling us exactly what is happening. The Bitcoin contributors built the foundation, the XRP army built the community, and now TradFi is building the future. So we need to stay focused on the utility, stay loyal to the vision, and keep our eyes on this Thursday markup. The infrastructure is ready. The whales are ready. And I hope you are ready too. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one.